Hello, Pat Skeets here from MeMyCricket.com. Today I am doing an album share, and it is quite an assortment of pages. It's just everyday life. So everything from the solar eclipse to family, dinners out, kids, gardening, a garden reno, all that. So it's a potpourri of topics today. So first off is the eclipse. We were in a really good spot to see it, and we had clear skies and sunshine. So now this paper was the very first secret box from Creative Memories this year. It's amazing. It came with the borders and all the ephemera that you see here, and it was perfect for the eclipse. And it also was it was such a delight when I opened that box, because I knew I was scrapping my eclipse photos. So I love it. You also get page ideas with them too, several page ideas, and I did copy 2 of the page ideas. This is one of them. I'm going to show you another one next. Anyway, if you like any of the pages, they're all on my website in Everyday Life Scrapbook number 57. So you can get design space links for them there, and you can copy them easily. So let's get going. Oh, please subscribe below. It really helps. And I appreciate the support if you're Canadian for Creative Memories. All right. Isn't this cute? This goes like this and then like that. They join. It was just, I was delighted with this. And the embellishments are beautiful. Really pretty. So I loved all the borders. I didn't use any Cricut. I just used what was in the box. And I did not get these amazing photos. Mine are terrible. I didn't think to use my iPhone or iPad because I have a good camera that I use all the time, but it didn't work. So the next page has my lousy photos. Anyway, I took these off online. I just printed them off because I thought they were kind of nice. It was a memorable day, so that's that. I still have a lot of that collection left. Maybe I can do the Aurora Borealis or something with it. Here's the next page layout from that. So this had a circle cut out, and then, I don't know, all these pieces of circles, arcs all over. They all just fit. It was really good. You just cut out 2 circles, one inside the other, and then they just fit all in place. And then I used the paper for the border, top and bottom, and then I put this one on top. This was a border that came, it's a laser cut border that came with it. So, and then I just used the ephemera, the stickers and embellishments that came with it. And I happen to have some gold glitter enamel dots, so I used them. So I have 1, 2, 3 embellishment clusters. These are the neighbors out looking at the eclipse, everyone with their glasses on. It was a fun day. So I'm going to, that's the end of the eclipse photos. Okay, this is just sort of a portrait. My sister, one of them. Okay, she's wearing pink and blue. So I found this beautiful pink and blue patterned paper, and then I pulled colors from the papers. There was green and pink. So I did one side green and one side pink because I had the same paper in both. And I created a border with a pink and popped these with pink as well. They're just little punches out of this paper, what was left. This is a border, a Creative Memories one that came with a sticker set. And these are dies that I have. I just love them. Beautiful florals. And this is a punch that I have. So it was an easy page. Well, I did this die in blue so it would show up. And this is a corner punch from a punch around the page. I just added that hearts because she's my sister. And added a little title there. So that's a pretty page. And pretty simple. Okay, we're out for dinner with friends. So this is actually, I think, 2 different dinners. Yeah, because he's wearing 2 different things. We go out with them often. So because of the blue shirt and the peaches and stuff, I just went with a multicolored print because there were so many different colors in the photos. This kind of picks up all the colors in that. So this is a corner page, so I used a stripe beside it and a coordinate right there, and I cut a small piece of that coordinate to go behind this embellishment. I did a circle back here and a polka dot, or it's a tiny floral, a mini print kind of. So that worked out. And then because we're out for dinner, I did dishes, serving pieces, place setting, tags. This is a corner. I thought it was cute. Instead of putting it on a photo, I used it between the 2. And then I framed this picture in this paper so it would be repeated on both sides. And that's just a little piece of that. It must have been on the pad, a sheet of paper that has different embellishments on it, so I just cut that out. So that was easy. And I added enamel dots for that to show. There's my Cricut images. These were all Cricut. I hate pictures of myself. Oh, I don't take them often, and I don't scrapbook them that often. All right, we're out for dinner again with friends. My goodness, I'm wearing that top today that I have in that picture. Okay, so because this top is yellow and gray and black, I found this yellow and gray and black paper that these 2 coordinate. So I used the smaller print for the background, and then this pretty floral for this part of the page. And on this side I used the writing, and then I added yellow polka dots, yellow and white polka dots underneath there, and I repeated the newsprint here. So added cutlery again because it was out for dinner, and dessert was on the table, so we I just put dessert, and that gave me a theme for the page, so I cut out a dessert, a piece of cheesecake or pie or something. Anyway, made it fun. Added I had a board. This was a border. I cut it into pieces. I used some there and some across there to join both the pages. And that's it. And added some embellishments and little tags too. This is a single sheet. And my parents divorced when I was quite young, so I don't have many pictures of my dad. This is actually, I have maybe 3. And this is I guess the nicest one of them. So I just decided to scrapbook it. So because it was a black and white, I chose this black and white paper, and it's very traditional because it's an old black and white photo. And my dad was a musician. He could play any instrument, and he was an artist as well. So he had 2 gifts, which was nice. So This is printed on the paper, this white damask. So I did a border with black damask on top. And then I ran another one. And I have a border punch that has a damask pattern as well. So that all tied together. Okay, this one's embarrassing. This picture, there are so few pictures of me when I was young. We didn't have a camera. So there's no pictures of me. So this is the worst old faded picture I've ever seen. And it's me, and I'm 20, on a trip to Florida, a road trip. And that was the first orange tree that I'd ever seen. We stopped the car, I got out and had my picture taken in front of an orange tree. And that's about it. So I had these plaid pants on, and so I did, that's why I put a plaid paper here. But other than that, it's all very faded and antique-y and shadows all over it. So I used beiges in the paper and beige border. The red is a border punch. So I did that behind this beige border and just used kind of a plain beige paper. Made stripes with it there too. Single page, I rarely do single pages. These black things are easy. It was a punch, so I just made 2 of those and used those and put a Cricut title, Me at 20, and that's that. Yuck. I don't know, there's so few pictures of me that I think maybe someday someone will want to see it, some heir of mine or something. Okay. Oh, this is my son and my 2 granddaughters. So they're, I think, I guess it can go that way. Now, they're always wearing, well, his shirt is quite blue there, and the picture behind is blue. And it's kind of subtle, her blue top, and so I just went with, I found a pretty paper that I liked. This is kind of denim because they always wear jeans. And then I found coordinating papers with that. So this is printed on the paper, all this frame. So I trimmed the photo into a square and matted it with the navy and the peach paper and created a cluster. So that was like a very pretty, easy page. I used a border, a sticker border, and then matted that with the peach. Same top and bottom. With the cluster, it's pretty. It's enough on that page. And then here, this is a coordinate paper to this. And here is the tiles, just like this, but it's a smaller one. And then I did, I found this frame with these flowers. It's a corner. It's a corner that I did here. And it, because the flowers were like this one, that's why I did it. And then I, with the title, I put another similar flower too. It's like this one, but smaller. Added some little things here and there, and enamel dots in the centers of all the flowers. So that's, I made the leaves navy. That's creative license. Well, they were navy here too. Now, this is my granddaughters. So we went to visit, and so we went to a restaurant for dinner. So that's the 2 of them, and there's me in between them. A lot of pictures of me in this bunch. This page is a page kit from Creative Memories. They give you the 2 sheets for the background, and then the 3rd sheet has all these borders and different colors and pieces. You turn it over and all the lines are there, the cut lines for where you cut everything out, and then you place it, and it comes with a sheet of stickers, more than you need. So there's borders, like this border and that one, this green border and this one, I may have added this. I changed them up a bit, and I added these. They're my punches. But you get plenty of stickers to do clusters. There's one. There's another one. That's another one up there. There's another. I added more and enamel dots, and it makes for a pretty nice page. And they're very simple, and they're not expensive at all. So I quite enjoy it. And if you don't like the paper, they always have another print that would make a background on the back. So this is Noteworthy Days Simple Page Kit. That's what it is, one of the Noteworthy Days. They do one every month, so there's 12 in a year. And I collect them all, starting to use them. Okay, this is Out to Dinner with the Girls and my son. They came to visit me, so we were in a restaurant. That's why this sign is there. I should have covered it with something. Anyway, it's all black and beige and cream and whites in all these photos. So I found this beautiful black and gold kind of paper, and then this coordinates with it with a white background. So I just love that. This one is larger than that one, so it works. And then I found this border. So I cut that out. I think it's a border. I don't think it's a frame. So I just cut them out. So I used them on each side and down here. And then I just put dinner out with a flourish underneath and some enamel dots. This is a border punch from the Border Maker system from Creative Memories. So I did white one on the dark paper and a black one on the lighter paper. And that was a simple page. Remember, you can, that's a acetate sticker there that says together. You can, remember, you can copy any of these with Design Space links from my website. I love this page. She's a real poser. She does a lot of selfies. So I do scrapbook her selfies. I get them off Instagram when she doesn't know it. But now she sends them to me. Now, I love this page. I think I just picked this because I love the paper. I don't know. It's just gorgeous. It must have been a new pad that I got. I think it's from Hobby Lobby and Paper Studio. Anyways, it had this beautiful pattern paper, and this coordinated with all these hexagons or octagons. 2, 4, 6. They're hexagons. So I fussy cut them out and placed them around on top of a big circle. And then this white one, I had that from Cricut. I cut that out, put the photo, tucked it under the top, and then put it over top at the bottom. So just arrange these to make a nice corner, and use this floral here and cut out some more of the hexagons just in an abstract way, and cut out a big hexagon here for just for layering. I like layers. So this page pretty much has a hexagon theme. And then this was a laser cut border. I love those. I cut it and used half over here, and the other half is over there. And these are just ephemera that I had with enamel dots on all these exposed corners and things. So, pretty page. Wouldn't that be lovely for a wedding or a shower, portraits? So my son, we're Canadian, but my son loves the Buffalo Bills. So someone offered him tickets to the Bills game, and And so he and a friend went, and then he took some selfies while he was there. So I scrapped this for him so he would remember, because he doesn't get to Bill's games. He's never been to one before, I don't think. So I just, because of the colors here, red, white, and blue, I found all these papers, and I found these great football images. There's a football player, so I put it right alongside the photo, and there's a football. I did emboss this with, it looks like a football, like pigskin. I thought that was kind of cute. And then, so I had tickets, football title, and this multicolored paper. It almost looks like all the people in the crowd here, all over here too. So then there was a buffalo. I found that, and a title. So here's footballs border in between these two pictures. So that was kind of cute. This border, I think it's a Cricut border. I don't know why. Just liked it. Oh, I think it was because it looks like the yard lines on the field. All the different lines on the field. It's probably a heartbeat or something. Creative license again. So this is the yard, our backyard. So this is summer. Does this go like this? I guess so. All right. So these are my planters and whatnot, the patio in the backyard. So I have red. I like a lot of red flowers and orange. So I went with this red floral paper. And then I found a coordinate for the background. And it so happened I had ladybug paper. It went with it so beautifully. I like doing bugs. So I just did one border right across, added another one on this side, did one vertical patch of paper here, and then added some tags, another tag, little tags here with ladybugs and a little ladybug. I had brads that were ladybugs, so I added them all over the place. And a bigger ladybug on the Cricut. I cut that out. Or it might be a punch. Anyway, I did a cluster of, a flower cluster there and there and there. With more tags over here. So, fun page. These papers, you just have to love them. So this, I don't know if this was Croptober. It was a special collection. Maybe Scrapbook, National Scrapbook Day. I think that's what it was. They could tell me on. No, it doesn't tell me. No, I usually write it. Okay, I'm pretty sure this was National Scrapbook Day. We were doing a garden reno. Our back garden is so overgrown. You couldn't. There's a lovely lattice fence back there, and you can't even see it. Everything's so overgrown. So we had someone come and cut everything back, rip everything out, and cover it all with paper and plant just a few plants to sort of start over. And so I used the collection, and this is a page idea from, they have QR codes they give you, and you can get page ideas. And this was one where they're double-sided papers, so you fold up the corner of one. And I thought it was kind of perfect because we were doing a landscape reno. And so there's the before, this page. So it had lots of stickers and embellishments that came with it. And this paper is sheet of paper with all these borders. Plus there's a border punch that fits this exactly. I couldn't believe it. It was wonderful. So I did a cluster here with the hose, all the tools and plants in pots ready to be planted. I thought that I had a lot of fun doing this. There's no Cricut on this. It's all embellishments. anyway, and they're all coordinating papers from that one pack. So that was good, but I recreated it. You can copy it with my Design Space links. And here is another one. There's the after. So, again, at this one, there's a big column of pictures. So, look, there's a lattice fence there. You couldn't see it before. Anyway, I used the same borders. This one I used that border punch on. It was perfect. And so there's lots of big ephemera pieces and embellishments after I put it on a sign there. Plants, pots, whatever. These are borders that I might have had. And this is a border punch I used. But it is a Creative Memories border punch. So, a little dirt never hurt. Anyway, it was perfect paper with watering cans and gardening theme. I really like that. So we could remember our old landscaping. And then I went out and got all kinds of new artwork for around the hot tub. So I got all these black metal ferns and leaves and hung them all around the hot tub in each panel. So I did some of these panels as if they were against the wood of the fence. Just embellished the page with that. And then this is a floral arrangement, so that's why I picked this paper, because it went with the flowers in that planter. I used a great big leaf there and just hot tub decor title. This photo sort of fit on the edge of the hot tub because that's exactly how it works, and then the deck continues. So that worked out, just for a keepsake for us. I guess that'd be a good one if we sold the house in winter. Now, I have lilac trees and they're beautiful. So these are my lilacs. So this is borders that did a crisscross, straight across and crisscrossed, and then you just crisscross a line on top. I saw someone do this, so I just sort of copied it. And it made for a lovely page. I used, this is Stampin' Up! Paper collection. It's beautiful. Perfect colors for my lilacs. Aren't they lovely? So just stripes, 3 stripes on each, 4 on this one, 3 on this one, because there's a side border here. Wasn't enough room. And then I just punched flowers. This is fabric. There's a little cluster there, and a little cluster there, and a little title. It was a very quick page. If you don't mind doing 2, 4, 6 border punches. That made it quick. Pretty. Okay. So my 9 bark was in bloom in the spring. These flowers are as big as my head. They're beautiful. Soft pink on almost burgundy, dark burgundy leaves. It's beautiful. I love that bush. I have 3 different ones, but every bush is different and the flowers are different sizes. This one is grown into like a tree. So anyway, I did 12 by 12 sheet down the middle and shoved it over to one side. You can see that it's like 7 inches here and 5 on that side. And then on the wings, there's larger pieces of this floral, purple floral, that's light like this. So I thought that was perfect paper. And then I just did some tags here, some tags up there, down there, and flourishes all over. Did a cluster here. And actually, that's all the cluster I did. Just here and a little thing there. But it is pretty. Kind of simple. But I like it. And then I had my niece pose in front of that bush because it was just so beautiful. this page layout, someone in Creative Memories did this, Tammy McEwen. And so I copied her layout to make it, but then I have it in Design Space, so it'll be easier for you. But it's okay. You cut strips, and then you just cut them at a diagonal, and then you fan them. So it worked easily. Anyway, I thought it was a cute layout, so I copied it. And I used a border punch that I have that's a floral, and this is a purchased border that was in my stash to just pop the purple, because she was wearing purple. And then I just put a circle wreath on top of her. It's just embellishments that I had that I put on this page. So there's no Cricut here, but I did create a Design Space link, a butterfly, and then a dotted line to just have his path. I do that sometimes. Very simple. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed these pages. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe below, and happy scrapping.